Hello friends, I'm Kayla. You probably already know that.
Okay, yes, we already know that. Now, if you couldn't tell, we're about to pick my books for the Buzzwordathon for January, February, and March. If you don't know what that is, where have you been? I will link it down below. You can go watch this video where Kayla talks about the prompts.
We're now doing 2 challenges. There's a word one, and after that, I'm going to give you a cover one. Do one, do the other, do both. I might actually participate this year.
I'm doing both, as if you couldn't tell or didn't know me at all. I'm doing both. Let me tell you this. At some point, I'm trying to get both of these. Actually, you know what? All 6 of them. In the first quarter, I'm trying to read all 6 of these Nightmare Land Chronicle books. So if any of these will fit in any of the January, February, March, I don't think they will. I've actually already watched this, but I didn't watch it recently. I watched it the day it came out, not today. And so I don't remember exactly what they all are. So maybe we'll find together that one of these or more than one of these will fit, because I'm reading them in January and I need to eliminate, not January, in the first quarter, and I need to eliminate how many extra books I'm adding to this list. Anyway, let's see what January is.
It's truth and lies. January is about truth and lies.
Okay, well, the 2 books I'm reading in January is called Nightfall and Lullaby, so that does not help. Let's go find a truth and lies book. All right, so the first thing I did was check my 50 before 50 list. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at my want to read books, not the ones I've already read. Okay, let me go to my want to read, and then I will search. We're going to search for truth. I think true might also work. 2 of them. Okay, well, Twisted Truth, Melinda Lee, Rogue Justice. Okay, and then let me look for lies. And then I know that there are variations on these words that we can look for. Necessary lies, all the beautiful lies. Okay, so we have Twisted Truth. It's a mystery. It's pretty short, 128 pages. It takes place in Solitude, Oregon. It's a detective. Oh, it's a detective, Seth, and his wife, Carly, who is a social worker. Okay. That one is a potential. The Enchanted Lies of Celeste Artois. A lush and lyrical fantasy transports readers to the hidden magic pockets of early 1900 Paris, a place of enchanted salons, fortune tellers who can change your stars, and doorways that take you to the most unexpected places, and introduces readers to the delightful Celeste Artois, a con artist who will make a deal with the devil in exchange for her life and change the fate of the world. What? That is 539 pages. That is very long, but wow, that sounds so good. They're all thieves and con artists. I love it. It's got her and 2 other of her best friends. They're called the Enchantresses. Okay. Wow, she makes a deal with the devil. Okay, that sounds really good. So we have Bourbon and Lies. In Fiasco, Kentucky, there's one rule: never fall for a fox brother. Any woman who did ended up dead. Dang, I thought it was going to be like ended up heartbroken, not dead. Okay, so the main character used to be a police officer, and now this woman has shown up in town, and he's like, she's lying about where she comes from. Oh, this just came out this year. I wonder how it got on my list. I don't remember even hearing about this book. I guess somebody must have said that it was good. Then this one is a thriller, and I already own this on Audible. Harry Ackerson is always considered his stepmother Alice to be sexy and beautiful. Ew. She's always been kind and attentive, if a little aloof in the last few years. Days before his graduation, Alice calls with the shocking news. His father is dead and the police think it's suicide. Harry returns home into Maine. There, he and Alice will help each other pick up the pieces of their lives and uncover what happened to his father. His stepmother is growing closer, coming on to him in an enticing way. Oh, why did I buy this book? Mesmerized by these 2 women, Harry finds himself falling deeper under their spell. Okay, well, I can already tell from the description that clearly these 2 women are in it and somehow have killed his dad, and now they're trying to isolate him from everybody and kill him. I don't want to read that. So really, it comes down to Bourbon and Lies and the Enchanted Lies of Celeste Artois. This one is 4.16, but it has 8,000 ratings. This one only has 184 ratings. Wow, how did I find that one too? Okay, I guess I'm going with Bourbon and Lies. It has more ratings and a higher rating, and it's only 440 pages instead of 540. Bourbon and Lies. There it is, January. And there it is. I'm putting it over here in the January list as well, since it goes specifically in January. I'm going to go ahead and do all the buzzwords because that's how she does this. And then she switches to the covers, I'm pretty sure, at the end. So that's how I'm going to do it as well.
Moving on to February, I have 2 examples right here. It's water-related words. So some of the months...
Okay, again, I have Nightfall and Lullaby. Neither one of those are water words. So for the words, I can't use any of my January... Oh, no, my February ones are Sleepwalking and the Flashlighters. So, no, still can't use that for February. Sorry that I paused, Kayla, on that face, but let's go look. All right, we're going back over here. I'm not going to search for like water. I'm just going to go to my want to read list, and I'm going to go to date added and put it like start at the other side. And I just added this one, so let's go this way. Okay, and I'm going to look for water words. Okay, so I have a few. Honestly, I already know which one I'm going with, but I'm going to show y'all the ones that I looked at before. Okay, so Ship of Magic. I was like, it's ship, right? Ship is a water word. Not really, but it takes place on the water. Okay, that one was like a maybe. Then the Cove. A cove is like a body of water, right? In a certain way. Maybe that doesn't work. But then we get into the real ones. Sea of Rust. So sea, but it is a sci-fi and it's actually a scavenged robot wasteland kind of situation. So the cover on this is very cool. Like it actually looks like it's metal that's rusted. I love it. Then we have the Black Tides of Heaven. So tides is a water word, but I'm still not going to go with that because I'm going with Rivers of London. My coworker has been raving about this series and she was like, you really need to start it. And I hadn't started it yet. So I am starting it now. Rivers of London is my February water word. Okay, so there it is, and it's over here on the February page. Now let's see what March is. For some reason, I almost said Mark.
It's a specific word. Some of them are general ideas. Representing March are 2 of my favorite books. The word is thing. Thing is everywhere. You could make it work with everything.
Everything, nothing, she says. Again, I paused on a lovely picture. So let's go over here. This time I am going to search. I got to scroll all the way back to the top. Okay, I'm going to search for thing, and it should give me everything and nothing as well. So again, I've got to scroll past the ones I've already read. Something Wicked This Way Comes I've already read. Okay, let me get down here to the to read list. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, but for March, I have City of Blood and Lily. So neither one of those have thing in the title. Okay, so we have The Keeper of Lost Things, which is just a fantasy romance, maybe? Debut novel. And Anthony Perdue is the keeper of lost things. 40 years ago, he carelessly lost a keepsake from his beloved fiancée, Therese. That very same day, she died unexpectedly. Broken-hearted, he sought consolation in rescuing lost objects and writing stories about them. I love this. Okay, this is definitely at the top. Then let's see. Dead Things, Eric Carter #1. Necromancer is an ugly word, but it's a title Eric Carter is stuck with. He sees ghosts and talks to the dead. So now he's turned it into a career. Now his sister's been murdered, and Carter wants to find out why. This is giving me like Dresden Files. I mean, not just because the cover looks like it could be a Dresden book, but urban fantasy as well, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, I kind of want to read this too. And then I put this, Church of the Small Things, The Million Little Pieces That Make Up a Life. This is a nonfiction book, but I already own it. And so I was like, I could read this one. I really like Melanie Shankle's writing as well, but I've got to decide. I'm going to do Keeper of Lost Things. The Keeper of Lost Things. This cover is beautiful. Dead Things. You know what? Is there one that has like a puzzle piece or a key or a watch? Okay, for right now, I'm going to leave Dead Things open on my thing, because here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Keeper of Lost Things as my thing. And then when we see the title, the covers, if it has one of these on the covers for January, February, or March, I'm going to move that to the cover, and I'm going to move Dead Things to the things. I hope that makes sense. Okay, the Keeper of Lost Things is here, and it's over here. So now I'm going to fast forward until we start talking about the covers.
For every month of the year, I'm also giving a prompt for something you need to find on a book cover. Now, in an ideal world...
Oh, she already put them here. A pattern, a skyline, and books are January, February, and March. Okay, let's see what she says.
January's prompt is patterns. This is any type of repeating element on a book cover.
Well, clearly there's not a pattern on Dead Things. There's also not a pattern on the Keeper of Lost Things. So let's go over and look. Okay, so I found 3 books that I think have a pattern on it. This one is a middle grade fiction, realistic fiction about, I don't know what it's about. Willow Chance is a 12-year-old genius obsessed with nature and diagnosing medical conditions who finds it comforting to count by 7s. So this has a pattern of fish like this in the background, and it looks like one fish is swimming in the opposite direction from everybody else. I get that. Then I guess this is a pattern of like lines in the back with hearts on the end of it, notes from a dead house. I'm not reading a 336-page classic. No, I have too many books already on my list. I think I'm going to go with this, Only Forward, which has this pattern of well, I find this to be weird, is that this book has all of them pointing in one direction except one, the same as all the fish swimming in one direction except one. But this is a sci-fi fantasy horror, like everything that it can possibly be, dystopian, cyberpunk. Stark lives in a neighborhood whose inhabitants like to be coordinated with their surroundings, a neighborhood where spangly purple trousers are admired by the walls of buildings as you pass them. Close by is sound. He lives in color, by the way. Then there's sound, where you mustn't make any, apart from one designated hour a day when you scream your lungs raw. Then there's red. I can't say what it says, but that you can get off and see a tactical nuclear battle recreated as a sales demonstration. Stark has friends in red, which is just as well because something is about to happen. And when a something happens, it's no good chanting duck and cover while cowering in a corner, because a something is always from the past, Stark's past, and it won't go away until you face it full on. So Only Forward is what I'm going to be reading for the pattern on the cover. I think it's going to be exciting. All right, so here it is in the January list, and it's also over here in this list. And now we go to February.
February, the theme for covers is a skyline. Skylines have been around for so long, but especially on romance covers right now, there are so many skylines.
So I'm going to check my 50 before 50 because I feel like I'll have skylines somewhere in the 50 before 50 list. Okay, I did find one of mine. This one, which is Revenge. It is one of the Lexi Blake series. I'll show you large over here. Okay, here it is. It's got a skyline right here. So that is what I'm going with. And it's from my 50 before 50 list, which is fantastic. We're going to put it up here in February. It's already over here. So now let's go see what March is. Maybe I can get another 50 before 50 book.
Month of March, we're
March
looking for
is
books.
books
We're
on
looking
the
for
cover.
books on book covers.
All right, I'm back over here in my romance stuff. And I'm just looking for any of these that have books on the cover. Seeing if I can use any of them. I don't know. Nope. Oh, wait. Does this have a book? Is she reading a book? She's reading a book. Okay. So I have one. I do not see. No, she has a portfolio. That's not a book. Okay. They have muskets. No books. No books. Does she have books? How is there all this crap on the floor and none of it is books? Yep, there's a magazine. I don't think that counts. Well, I could use Amari, but I've already used her for something else. We're on this one here, which does not have a book. They don't have a book. And she does not have a book, which in some of them, I think she does have a book. So, but not in this one. Okay, so we're back. Which one was it? Right here, Her Royal Spyness. On Her Majesty's Frightfully Secret Service. That's the one that I am on, I think. Oh, maybe I'm on Crowned and Dangerous. Man, hold on. Let me go look. Oh, I don't have Crowned and Dangerous on here, so that is the one I'm on. That stinks because she doesn't have a book in this one, but she has a book in the other one. Okay, wait. A Fire at the Expedition is the next one of these I'm on, and look at that book. That's a book down there in the corner. That's a book. Okay, A Fire at the Expedition. Exhibition. Exhibition. All right, there we go. That is for March. Let me put it up here. Okay, and I know that that's only 6. And you guys see that I have 3 more spots over here. So if you have not guessed, that's going to be for the Aeldia books. However, that video usually does not come out until January. Like in 2024, it came out like January 4th or 5th or something like that. So I'm actually going to start playing my game before then. So I'm just going to leave those there and wait for that video to come out. And then we'll do just a quick video where we pick those 3 books that, well, oh my gosh, it's going to be 6 books because I have 2 characters. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find one book that is already on my list and only add 1 new book for whatever the prompts are. Wow, that's going to be so hard. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to go in here right now and add in all of the Nightmareland Chronicle books that I couldn't get to fit in anything, which is all of them. And then we'll just leave these 3 out here waiting for the Aeldia books to come out. But that means that we're done. We are done picking all of our books. I mean, technically, we're at 62 of 65, but we know we're going to pick those last 3. But we have 62 books, which is more than enough books to start playing the game. So tomorrow's video is going to explain to you what the game board is, which is over here, all the spots on the game board, what everything means, and then we're doing my first roll and your first roll. Somebody suggested that for you guys, I do 3 rolls, 3 things, 3 movements, I guess, so that you guys will have like the whole month to do it or to work on it if you're doing it, if you're participating. And so I think that's what I will do is I'm only going to roll 1 for me to start. And then I'm going to do it like I did the monstrosity where I'm going to just film myself rolling and playing as we go along because I'm going to read more than 1 book in the first month. So that's how it's going to go. And that video comes out tomorrow. Also, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve is what today is. And so tomorrow will be 2025 and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Give me some firework emojis for celebrating New Year's Eve and I'll see you next year. Bye.